Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. This morning you join me again at Eden Prestige and Performance. I've been here a couple of times in videos before for Cars and Breakfast Hampshire meets. Today is another one, so let's go around right now and have a look at some of the cars that have turned up. So first on the things to look at then is over here. It's an ESS tuning 6.2 litre V8 C63 AMG. I have no idea how much power that would make, but yeah, probably somewhere in the region of 600 or something like that. Would be an absolute riot to drive. Next up there's an M4 just here. Audi RS6 actually just behind the camera, which is always nice to see. Another C63, this time a slightly newer generation. And I believe this is an M140i in the corner. Yeah, very, very similar spec to Luke Hampshire Photography's. Well, it's actually exactly the same. Same wheels, same colour, wing mirrors are the same. Although I know he's been doing some modifications to his, so check out his channel for that. Now this thing here is sick. This is a 991.1 maybe GT3 in a really cool spec actually. It's like, I guess, I don't know if this is, it's like a Sepang bronze kind of colour with, I don't know, goldy type wheels. Looks amazing, but yeah, the wing on these things. This is the party piece, and obviously the GT3 RS has an even bigger one, but actually I kind of like the understated look that the GT3 has. Genuinely one of my dream cars this. I would absolutely love to have a GT3 at some point. But if we turn this way, there's stuff that you guys might be slightly more interested in, because we've got an E46 M3 cab, and next to it a very, very rare Z3M Roadster. You really don't see many of these whatsoever. I obviously drove the Z3M Coupe, which was amazing, but yeah, never had a go in one of these and certainly never been in one. They always have really sort of interesting colour combos. I'm not sure about this one, but very nice to see one here, and I'm not sure I have seen a Z3M Roadster at one of these meets before, so fantastic. So I do really like this E46 M3. I like the sort of, it's got some carbon features on it in the kidney grills there. Obviously these are aftermarket, but I actually personally really like that. But yeah, SMG transmission though, I guess you'd probably want the manual, but if anyone's driven an SMG transmission from the M3, let me know what that's like in the comments. Let's have a closer look at this Z3M Roadster though. Very, very nice colour. It's, I don't know what the colour is. It's a blue of some kind. It's probably the most common one. I guess most of the M Roadsters I've seen are in this colour. And yeah, I think the wheels on these things are just fantastic. The whole look of this car, you don't see it anymore. Car manufacturers don't make cars that look like this. And the interiors on these, very cool. This one actually all black. And yeah, basically the same, or exactly the same as that M Coupe I drove earlier on this year. Yeah, but really, really nice to see. This M4, well, it's another one actually, pretty, well, it is the same colour as that one over there. This one in particular I know is very loud because we heard it pull in this morning. It sounds ridiculous. And speaking of noise, Maserati Quattroporte, probably the best sounding car you can buy for under 10 grand. You can get these for like 7k these days. You probably wouldn't want to, because I guess every bill you had thereafter would be 7 grand as well. But I personally love these cars, like, with a passion. Honestly, sound so amazing. It's a Maserati, it's got a luxury interior. But yeah, I need to have a go at one actually. Now here we've got a Mount Tune Focus RS. I can't really avoid this because look at it, it's very, very boisterous, is that the word? Again, never ever experienced one of these, but from people I know who have, they say they're absolutely fantastic. So, well, I guess if anyone watching this has got an RS that they'd like me to, well, be happy for me to film with on the channel, let me know, because I'm really interested by these. Never really been a fan, but having heard people I know say that they are fantastic to drive and unrivaled in many departments, I would love to have a go. And actually, if I had one, it would look a little bit like this. This just fits the bill perfectly. Moving on to obviously the best car that is here today. This one I've been saving for you guys, alright? Here it is. We're not going to talk about how it looks. It's very dirty. The last video you saw or one of the last videos you saw where I was blasting it around in the winter, it had just been cleaned. But yeah, it hasn't been cleaned since then. I've been doing a lot of driving, so it's absolutely caked. But yeah, Z4's here today. Behind me there, I'm sure you can see it, is a Camaro ZL1. I believe it was at the last meet I was at of one of these, over at the BMW garage. It sounds ridiculous, but it also looks ridiculous. It's just black on black. The guy's even got a child seat in the passenger side, so that is definitely car gold right there. Just reminds me of being America, and I love America, so really cool to see a Camaro at the meet. So, Audi S4, reason I'm talking about this one is because the wrap on it looks ridiculous, in a good way. I think it looks very, very cool. I hope you can hear me over that car wash right there. It's probably where I should take my Z4 because it's filthy, but I don't actually know if you can take convertibles into car washes. Let me know if you do, but yeah. But anyway, S4 looks really, really nice. Okay, so we're inside the showroom now at Eden Prestige and Performance. Hopefully you can hear me okay over all the voices and all the music. Got a few special bits in here. Behind me, it's probably my favourite thing in here, is a Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. Really cool. I say this all the time, but you do not see these often. You see a lot of Hurricanes on the road these days, lots of Hurricane Performantes, dare I say it, Aventadors. You don't see that many Gallardos, and certainly not Superleggeras. And it's got like bucket seats on the inside, and when you get up close and personal to things like this, you realise they're really, really special. So very nice to see that in the showroom here today. And just behind the Lamborghini on this side, we've got Adam C's Cobra. He was at the last Cars and Breakfast Hampshire meet that I went to at BMW. I genuinely really like this, and I can imagine in the summer especially, it would be a lot of fun. But fair play to Adam for driving this out here in this winter weather. Right, this is my favourite bit then. I always come out here when I'm here. This is like all of the used inventory that's like stuff that I could potentially afford one day. So actually I want to start right in that corner over there, because there's a Nissan 370Z Nismo, which is a car I've talked about a little bit recently on my Instagram, on my YouTube channel. Hopefully I'm going to be filming a video of one of these very soon, but Nissan 370Z is genuinely one of the cars that I consider to like, not replace the Z4, but be a next car. This is obviously a Nismo, but actually I haven't really been up close to one before, so really cool to see one here. So behind me here there's a very nice Aston Martin DB9 in a sort of deep red colour, and next to it a 5 litre V8 Mustang, which I have a soft spot for because the year before this year I had one of those in America. Really, really nice 911 here, just looks fantastic. This M4, which I think I was getting some shots of earlier with its bonnet open, I don't know what it's had done to it, but it looks pretty clean in there, and I'd imagine there's a few things going on and it's probably quite powerful, so very cool. This over here is a special car. So this is a Plymouth. I think it's a Plymouth Cuda. I want to say Barracuda, but the plate says Cuda, the engine block says Cuda, and on the back it says Cuda, so I think it's a Plymouth Cuda. Anyway, whatever it is, very loud, very American, very muscle, and something I actually look forward to seeing at these meets, because it does tend to come to most of the ones I've been to. And I mean, in the United Kingdom you just don't get cars like this, so to see one of these on the road is pretty cool. And then the last one I'm going to talk about before you all fall asleep is this E92 M3. Again, no one needs to dispute these are fantastic cars, and what's been brought to my attention recently, these are actually around the same price point now as an E63 M6, which is a car, if you've been watching the channel for more than a few months, will know that I would really like to own at some point next year. So it's an interesting one really, because this, no one's disputing, is a better car. It's got a double clutch transmission, it's newer, and it's actually almost the same performance figures as the much heavier M6, except it's got a V8, not a V10. So it's an interesting one, because this would potentially be the better proposition in terms of reliability and just all-round value for money and usability than the M6, and I do actually prefer the way that these M3s look to the M6. So interesting one. But yeah, you see a lot of these around. You don't see many M6s. That is the one thing going for the M6 at least. But yeah, that is all of the cars that are here. I hope this hasn't been too long. What we'll do now is, as I can hear some stuff revving up, go back round to the front and see if we can find anything leaving. But anyway, thank you for watching this far, and let's go and make some noise.